Hey, okay, well, I haven't made a lockpicking video for a while. Um, I bought another 410 LOTO, a Masterlock 410 LOTO, and it turned out to be something of a nightmare. So my confidence took a bit of a knock, frankly. But I ended up sending that one to somebody from a group I'm in, and they were able to pick it, so I should be getting that back at some point. That'll be cool. But someone else in the group, Jack Peters, he was kind enough to lend me this one, which is a 410 obviously, but it's a 400B core, which is thought to be somewhat easier than this one, frankly, which he also lent me, which is a 401 core. Now I'm going to be picking both of these because I've been picking the arse out of them the last couple of days, frankly. I love these things. But I've got my confidence back to an extent. I'm still working on a challenge lock somebody gave me, and I'm getting absolutely nowhere with it. But you know, it's a challenge lock, so maybe it's an experience anyway. Maybe I'll be able to get it, maybe I won't. It's a set of 3, and I think it's going to be an achievement if I do one of them at this point. Thank you to Richard for those. The challenge lock. Okay, so today we're going to be doing this one. This is the 401 core. The bitting is actually it's fairly alright. Not too extreme or anything. I don't know while that's showing up on camera. Oh, that's better. Yeah, the bitting on this one isn't terrible, and it's a really nice lock to pick and to get your confidence back with. So, with all that being said, here we go. Right, okay. Now, for picking this, I'm going to use a bottom of keyway wrench, which I think is maybe slightly unusual for a lock of this kind. It doesn't give you as much control of the core possibly as a top of keyway wrench would, but it works, and also my trusty monkey paw. So here we go. Now, this is a fairly sequential pick. How many pins in it? About 5 or 6. Just carry on down the stack basically until you get a full set. Now, of course, because it's on camera, it's going to be a bastard, which I could have and should have predicted. That's 1. One. One, 2. I think that's 2. That might be 3 actually. That would explain a few things. 4. They're so fiddly these, you gotta be very, very gentle. 1, 1. Other set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 usually unlocks the 5 usually unlocks the full set because it's usually the serrated, but as I found out recently that can be misleading to think. I was picking one of these recently and the serrated was on pin 2 and it was, the bitting was so high that you didn't touch it, so you know, if you touched it, it would immediately overset and lock your lock. Alright, here we go. So now we've got a little bit of a false set, some slight movement of the core. Increase that movement, go back to the start, just touch pin 1 and it should jump. Then with very little tension, just slowly counter rotate. And there is the open. Let's lift this up a little bit. Yeah, so there is the 410 with a 401 core open. Again, fiddly. I wouldn't necessarily call this a hard lock, but it is a fiddly pain in the ass. But that's kind of the point of lockpicking here. And yes, as I say, the last 410 I had, I beat the very first 410 that I had, and then ended up rattling it, unfortunately. But the second one I had was very atypical. It was, instead of pin 5 being the serrated, which unlocks the full set, pin 2 was actually the serrated, and it was, the bitting was so high that if you touched it, it would immediately overset, which meant obviously you couldn't open the lock, so you had to avoid pin 2. Also, it was 5 pins instead of the standard 6 that they put in many 410s, and there was a certain amount of float picking involved. Yeah, so I did manage to get it open once, but then I just couldn't touch it going forward, so I sent it to somebody else to have a look at, and they managed to open it embarrassingly quickly. But there we go. That's how you learn, isn't it? I've learned a lot from working with these two. I'll be opening this one in the next video. This is the 400B core. But yeah, so and I've got some challenge locks on the go as well from Richard Jones, who's the I think he runs the UK Coliseum Lockpicking Coliseum group, and yeah, he's a really cool guy. So thank you to him for those. It's a set of 3 challenge locks. I haven't really been able to make it down to any of them yet, and I may not. However, I would like to get one of them, and given that they're so outside my comfort zone, I would consider getting any one of them open a victory at this point. But yeah, So that has been my opening of the 410 Masterlock 410 LOTO with the 401 core. I've locked it back up so that the core doesn't spin the wrong way and rattle it. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Please like, share, comment and subscribe, and as always, bye for now.